next up, another inspiring story of an Albanian who has left the country and is doing wonderful things abroad. I used to work with Stivi Canka at an online media in Albania. He joined us as a sort of intern, and I always knew he was going to be destined for great things. I was really happy when I saw a recent Instagram post of his showing that he's been doing extremely well in Canada with his studies and now his future career. So I decided to invite him on the show to find out a bit more about what he's been up to. Stevie, it's been several years, but it's a pleasure to speak to you again. Welcome.
Hi, hi, Alice. It's good to see you again. It's a pleasure as well.
Now, first of all, you have been studying in Canada, but for our audience, can you explain exactly where, what you've been studying, why you left Albania? Fill us in on the last few years.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I landed here 3 years ago. It's been a pretty eventful journey. I came here to continue my studies at Dalhousie University, which is one of the top 10 universities in Canada. I, pursued a degree in economics with double minors in mathematics and finance. And I recently graduated from Dalhousie. The convocation was a couple days ago. And right now I'm in the process of getting ready to start my work at KPMG Canada under the technology consulting practice. And yeah, the reason why I left Canada was obviously to seek for more opportunities. I'm someone who has very big ambitions in life. So I believe that those ambitions were not being offered in my country at the moment. So that's why I came over here.
Why Canada and why not the US or the UK or somewhere else in Europe? Why Canada?
Well, the main reason is obviously financing. Compared to America, Canada is much more affordable and much more friendly to international students. So that was the main reason I came to Canada. In terms of North America, why specifically North America? It has to do with the fact that there's significant business opportunities here, significant funding for people who want to create their own company one day. So that's basically it.
And you didn't just graduate, did you? You didn't just pass. You didn't just get a good grade. You did exceptionally well, didn't you, Stevie?
Thank you. That is correct.
Now is your
I
moment to show off. Go for it.
Well, at the end of every year, my alma mater recognizes students with the highest GPA of their faculty. And this year, the student with the highest GPA from the Faculty of Economics was me. And I received the University Medal in Economics during the convocation ceremony.
Now, GPA, for those who don't know, can you just explain a bit about what this means in terms of your results and also how many other students you sort of beat, so to speak?
Right. Well, GPA stands for your grade point average. It's a measure of, your academic performance during your studies. And yeah, basically my GPA was 4.27 out of 4.3. Yeah, I beat, I think, around 150 students from the faculty, this year's faculty graduating class.
Wow. So one of the best universities in Canada in one of the hardest subjects, and you came top of the class, basically.
I guess that's a pretty correct description.
It's true, it's true. And this medal is just for the GPA average, or it takes into account other aspects of your academic performance and your attendance, your attitude, or it's strictly just for the GPA?
The medal is just for the GPA. There are other certifications and awards that I have received for example, my honors thesis, which was the best as well from the graduating class of 2024.
Well done. Very, very well done there. Now, what are you up to now and what is next? You mentioned you're going to be working with KPMG, which is one of the world's biggest consulting companies, but what else are you up to at the moment?
Well, right now, in a way, I have a finger in every pie, so to say, because on the one hand, I am working on developing a programming language that is similar to RStudio, but has a simpler user interface and basically uses AI to facilitate programming. That's still in the works. It will take a while, but that's something that I'm doing in my spare time. I'm also working on developing a business management software for small to medium enterprises in Southeast Asia that we expect to go live in about a year or so.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also working with an NGO that I co-founded with a friend of mine, Arbor, from MIT, about a year ago now, called Albanian Trailblazers. We are an NGO that helps students in Albania to connect with other successful Albanians abroad,
Mm-hmm.
to receive mentorship and guidance in their journey, whether that's academic or professional. And we also organize different training workshops to better prepare young Albanians for the workforce. And yeah, it's an amazing opportunity, in my opinion, for young Albanians right now, because I wish I had a similar opportunity when I was in high school or when I just got started in university. So for anyone watching, I kindly invite them to check us out.
So they can connect with you through this NGO and receive guidance, advice, support, tips from people who've already been through this process of leaving Albania to study abroad or setting up their own businesses or working for big companies. It's like knowledge sharing and support and guidance.
Precisely. During my years here, I've realized that the Albanian community in North America is unbelievably supporting. And we decided that it would be, a great opportunity to use that amount of support for people have with each other here to people that are in Albania. And we have people in our mentorship team that are studying in Ivy League universities, whether that's MIT, Cambridge, Oxford, and many other institutions. So it's an amazing opportunity.
So it's top universities around the world. It's not just North America focused.
That is correct. Our mentors come from all walks of life. We also have people that are studying in Germany, people that are studying in Italy,
Great.
not necessarily just North America. It's like a network.
Yes, brilliant. This is really good. I have a couple of questions for you as well. I know lots of people who live in Canada. What do you like about it? What don't you like? There has to be some things that you think, well, it's better in Albania. It can't all be, the grass is greener on the other side.
Yeah, absolutely. In terms of things that I like, it basically boils down to the fact that here there are many more academic opportunities, business opportunities for people who, want to make something of themselves, like me. And that's the main advantage, in my opinion. But in terms of disadvantages, especially in Toronto, where I live, it's a pretty intense place. It's like the New York of Canada, just very bustling city. Everybody trying to make it big. Sometimes it's a little dangerous, so it can get pretty intimidating. And compared to Albania, Canada does not really offer me that peace of mind that I have when I have there. I come from a small town, Permet, in southern Albania, which is it's gorgeous and it has very fresh air and gives me a peace of mind like I've never had before. And I've been around. So yeah, Canada just cannot offer that to you. And the food is also nowhere near as good as the food in Albania.
Unless it's an Albanian restaurant.
Well, yeah, I guess.
Do you think you'll ever come back to Albania?
I believe so. I believe that my generation, probably more than any other generation, has a significant responsibility to give back and lay some healthy foundations for the future of the country. In my opinion, we are still a very young democracy. We're still in transition, even though it has been many decades since communism fell. And yes, the situation right now is grim. Yes, there's corruption. Yes, there's a lot of things going under the table. But that does not mean that we should give up on Albania. On the contrary, that means that we should work harder to
Yes.
to give back. And from a personal perspective, I believe that in the near future, I will probably be giving back as a businessman. But maybe in the future, I might consider politics. But only time will tell.
We have had a conversation about this several years ago. I think I said you could probably run for Prime Minister one day. Stevie, thank you so much. I'm proud to know you. I'm really happy to see you have gone on to achieve great things and you are being successful and proactive and you're involved in all these great initiatives. And I'm looking forward to seeing what you do next and also hoping that you come back at some point and share this knowledge and help sort of plug some of the gaps, fix some of the issues that are going on in this country.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for the opportunity to be here, Alice.
All the best. Thank you. Bye-bye.